Hey guys, it's me, Victoria, and today I wanted to talk about this thing I got back from the S Factor retreat. Um, yeah. So, S Factor, it is this pole dance studio, basically, but it is almost like a bait and switch because they advertise it as a pole dance studio, but level 1 is like your typical pole dance class. But as soon as you get a few months in, it becomes something so unlike any other pole class I've ever been to that it's startling and astounding. So basically, um, it's a freestyle dance class with poles. Um, every week you bring in a song, you bring in an outfit, and you freestyle dance. However, then your teachers give you feedback on your freestyle dance. And your freestyle dance becomes a moving meditation of sorts. It becomes a spiritual practice that is something that gets deeper and deeper and more powerful over time the more you do it and the more you learn about shutting off your mind and tapping into what I didn't even realize was something to tap into, which is your body, like the animal of your body. Okay? It's like you shut your mind off and there's something else there, and that's your body. And it's like your body knows things. It thinks in its own way. It speaks in its own way. It speaks through movement. Animals don't speak, but they communicate so much through body language, facial expressions. Some animals do speak. We can't necessarily understand it, but you know what I'm saying? It's like they speak mostly, it seems, in the language of energy and body language. And so do we. We're animals too. So at S Factor, what it ends up being, even though it's billed as this like fun pole fitness class, it couldn't be further from the truth. It's actually quite hilarious. It's really like I feel this ancient spiritual meditative practice where you realize a lot of deep things. Like you realize that your mind has been running the show. Your mind has been protecting your body. It's been like a policewoman, like a nanny who's just saying, fuck no, don't move your body like that. That's too scary. That's too attractive. It's like our mind shuts us down. It stiffens us up. It's like basically telling the body, don't move. Don't you dare make a move. Don't you dare attract attention to yourself. I'm going to keep you safe. And the way to keep you safe is stiffening and getting is basically not moving. And we walk around, we don't even know it, and we keep ourselves very rigid and stiff. If we can learn to shut off our mind, I feel like I'm a men's empowerment coach or something right now, but it's like, if we can learn to shut off that nanny state of our mind and hand over the reins to our body, and the way we do that is by breathing, by relaxing, by closing our eyes if we have to. As the head of S Vector says, thinking down into the body, scanning your body. What do I feel? Where is there tension? Where do I feel pleasure? and moving into that, and it's like a current in an ocean. I've never surfed before, but it reminds me of surfing. All of a sudden, it's like you gotta catch the wave. You gotta swim until you catch it. And then the wave, this current in your body, like the wisdom of your body, takes you. I'll try to catch it for you right now. It's taking you, and there's an impulse, and you have to follow it. And you can't let your mind take over. Wherever it wants to take you, you follow, you trust. And when you do that, you start feeling so good. And it's like almost you become like this channel for extremely powerful feelings that just kind of like come in. Feelings of pleasure, feelings of emotions that your mind is like stuffed down because we think it's not okay to feel them. Feelings of sadness. Like I can feel it right here, sadness coming in once I just kind of let go and started moving, catching the wave as I just showed you. And the sadness feels good. It's beautiful. And this movement teaches you to appreciate everything inside you, your emotions, these beautiful feelings, like the rainbow of, the human experience that we shut down, we don't express. We're not like, babies who are crying and laughing. It's like, no, as adults, we're very stiff and fake. We're not really authentic. And so it teaches you how to shut off your mind, tap in to what you're really feeling in your body. And all of a sudden, like who you really are becomes clear again because you connect with yourself again. And weirdly enough, it happens to look amazing too. It's like we were just born these like radiant, powerful animals. Like, a Black Panther or something. It's just like so graceful and so intense when you stare into its eyes. And that's what we are too. And it's like amazing how when we do this practice, our face changes, and it's like the look in our eyes speaks 1,000 words. Just our facial expressions convey so much. It's astounding. And there's so much more I could say about it, but the more I do it, the more I get it. The more I trust my body, the more I say to my mind, I don't need your help. I don't want your help. I want to let my body speak. I want to see what it has to say. I'm going to listen. I'm going to give up my ego for a second and listen to my natural instincts, my natural impulses. And I'm going to let it tell me what it has to say. And weirdly enough, this all connects to stripping. And it was all invented by looking at the sensual movement of strippers. Because strippers, they have to be so in touch with their sexuality. It's such a charged environment in the strip club with people giving you this super sexual gaze. You have to dance super sexual to make money. It kind of like naturally makes you tap into your sexuality, which is primal. And you naturally begin to speak this ancient language of the feminine, these fertility dances that we're born with to help us attract the right mate. So yeah, that's just a little about S Factor. So TTYL.